Alright, everybody, welcome back. So we are here to continue our research into content reviews. This time we'll be trying out one of the new cars that we're getting this built, and that is the Porsche Cup 992.2. This is basically the evolution version of the car that we've been having for the last 5 years or so, which was the original Porsche Cup 992.1. And so you'll be looking at this and like, what's different? It looks the same, but there's like little minor difference that I'm seeing here. Like the aero pieces are a little bit different. I see the pieces on the nose. I see pieces on the, above the front wheels. I see, the hood's a little bit different. There's a lot of little difference. And not only that, but for the first time ever, the Porsche Cup cars are going to have the traction control and ABS. So it should make it a lot easier for new drivers to be driving this car in real life and also on iRacing. So this car was really difficult to drive on iRacing because there's not a lot of feeling to it. It doesn't feel like the car was sticking to the track very well. So you're either underdriving or overdriving it very easily. It was very, very, very precise to get it right. And that caused a lot of frustration for me because I'm somebody who rely on feeling the track out. I'm somebody who rely on inputs to be very, very on the spot. I don't know how to explain it, but I was not the only one to be frustrated with how the old car was driving. There's even a couple professional drivers that were like, this car's way off. The tires were way off. It was bad. A lot of people are, but especially people that are really good at driving this car, right? Skill issue. You don't know how to drive, but it's just, I mean, it didn't feel physically right to me, and many professional driver and even the Porsche Cup drivers were like, yeah, this isn't right. This doesn't make sense to me. So iRacing it put in a lot of work to this version, try and get the tires to be better and bright, get more feeling to it. It doesn't feel like you're driving on the ice, and also, locking up the tires all the time. It was very annoying that you're locking up on tires all the time. So this car should be a lot better than the old version in that regard. I'm very excited to try out and see what this is about, but I've seen some good feedback from professional drivers about this car. And they'll be going from like, this is the worst car on service to the best car on service in one update. So there you have it. Let's try it out here at Miami and see what we have here. Now, there's a chance that the frames are gonna be a little bit glitchy in spots, especially the middle part of this track. But we're gonna see what we can get. This is my first time kind of feeling out this car and see what we have. It's a little bit floaty on the, force feedback. So I don't know what that's gonna mean. But I had gotten, enough practice with the Friday challenge to respect what the inputs are gonna be like, because they should be pretty similar. But so far, we have cold tires, so we're kind of taking it nice and easy. They're gonna be a little bit buffer with the frame, so don't mind those. It's quite annoying, but nothing I can do about it. It's a little bit annoying because we're like fisted at below 60 frames per second, and we have a lot of room with the computer power. So I don't know why we were getting a little bit flickers in spots, but we're making it work. We'll make it work. Alright, we're kind of like speeding up. It's pretty fast down the straight. I wouldn't call it the straight, but the DRS zone for sure. I'm kind of stalling out by braking at 200 because it's still cold tires. Right away, it definitely feels like you can actually turn this thing a lot better now. You can actually turn this car instead of being super under, super understeer. And it's taking the curbs pretty well too. The old car will be very bouncy on the curbs, but the new car's doing that better. Alright, the tire's warming up, but it's still warming up. It's gonna be a couple laps, so we'll see how this is gonna go. I'm gonna try hit it at 200 here down the straight. This is a pretty long straight. There's a couple straights that are longer in the game, but this is definitely one of the longer one. And I'm under-driving this corner a little bit. Alright. Kind of see what happens when we are. I'm gonna try flat out these two corners here now. It handled that pretty well. We're gonna hit it at about 125 here. We got ABS coming on, and we're under-driving this corner a little bit. But it's definitely feeling a lot better than the old car ever did, that's for sure. You can actually throw it around a little bit, which is nice. It's a lot more sensitive to my inputs than the old car was, which is a good thing. This is a good thing. Yeah, this is a hell of a lot better. This is actually a lot of fun. Like, it's so much better here. I had a cat who is trying to walk across the desk, so... Yeah, I need to be going deeper here. But I'm also kind of waiting for the tire to warm up a little bit. Yeah, this is just as destructive as it looks in real life. That last Porsche, not very fun, but otherwise, I think this is a fantastic track. I think Skane hated on way too much right now, and I think this is gonna get serious love on iRacing community going forward. I think you can see a lot of races happening here, especially some active Formula 1 tracks are doing very well on iRacing. So I think this is gonna get a lot of love from drivers going forward, especially Porsche, the Formula 4, the GT3. It's locking up a little bit, but it's not as bad as the old court was. That old court was a nightmare for, you know, the lockups. But you can actually like swim around and not spin around, so that's kind of nice. These curbs here feels amazing to hit. And this corner is so challenging to get right. It's so rewarding when you get it right, though. And I can actually smash the gas off the corners now with this car. It makes sense. It makes a lot more sense to me. We're going pretty fast down the corner. This straight, but not straight. Hey, at 175 this time with the braking, heavy braking, and it's very responsive now that the tires are warming up. God damn, this feels good. I'm not gonna lie, this feels amazing to drive. Oh, that's a hop. That is a hop. But I can actually throw this car around a little bit and still get the response that I'm expecting and not, you know, spin out or die out right away. And the braking's not locking up as bad as the old car was, which is nice. You can actually use the game brace without dying or locking up or going to Saturn, you know, Jupiter, Saturn, that you miss it by a little bit with the braking. This is so much better. actually stump on the gas and get a bit, get more speed out corners now, comparing to the old car. Starting to turn him a little bit early there, but we're making it work. We're making it work. Try and get below 2 minutes here. Let's try and get below 2. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's 2 minutes. This is so much fun. The track is this track is a lot better than people give it credit for. And the car's a lot better, a lot more friendly to drive than old version. The old version's like piece of crap comparing to this. Yeah, I'm never driving the old version again after this. This is so much better. Like, my mind is blowing here. I was a little bit overdrive, but I'm gonna try one more lap to get it right. Oof, that was a crap turf. It's insane how much better this is at being a race car comparing to the old one. This makes a lot more sense to me. So much better. I keep saying it over and over, but it's so real. It's so true. So much better. People are being like, oh, influencers are talking their butt off, making iRacing look good when they're reviewing this car, but it really does feels a lot better. Oh, I hit the curb too much there. That's alright. We were having fun till that. Yeah. This rules. This rules. Alright. We'll see if this thing's gonna work with the TV camera, because I already used it, like, you know, the custom camera, so it may not be able to follow. Oh, it is following this car. Alright, cool. Here what it looks like. I can probably, my best lap in this bracket, I probably could have gotten another minute or so out of this. But, I mean, this is my first time taking crack at this car, at this track. So, I obviously need some more practice, but it feels great. It feels amazing. I cannot say enough praises for this. For sure. I'm ready to paint it up and make it look good for y'all to, you know, to watch me drive this car around. You're definitely gonna see me during Porsche Cup a lot more going forward. That's for damn sure. Alright, well, yeah, still driving this car around at Miami, but I think the track is better than people's giving it credit for. I seen way too many people hating on this track before it was released, and I give it a chance. Give it a chance. I do think this little section of the track could be a little bit better. It could be better, but I mean, what can you say? What can you say other than that? Other than, you know, section 2, this track's incredible. This track's incredible. It drives well. The car drives well. I mean, such a great combination of car and track. So I'm happy that we're able to have it, that we're able to bring it to iRacing for the track and for the car. So great job everybody all around. So yeah, gonna let you all enjoy the lap. That lap once again, but with the, you know, with the car views like this. So, my cat is getting too stuck, so I have to get going here soon. And I'm gonna let you guys go. But make sure you like the video, leave a comment, subscribe, and that'll conclude my review of the new Porsche Cup 992. And I can't try and get into my keyboard, so I have to get him. Such a good boy. I got him off. Good boy. Yeah, he's not having this. Alright, well, thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you later. Have a good one.